Hi. So I wanted to film a little separate video with a longer version of the meditation that we did most recently, the one we did on Valentine's Day. So just to recap, that is the one where we had two hearts sitting in the palms of our hands. I'm just going to pray that Lacey doesn't set her tail on fire here. I swear she knows when I'm filming anything for all of you guys. Careful. She just likes to come and say hi. Okay, so come into your comfortable seat. So I'm sitting on a cushion here. You can't see it, but I've got my little meditation cushion underneath of me. My phone, while it is recording, is set to do not disturb, so there's no alerts, no beeps and bops. I've made sure that my environment is as free from distraction as possible. My body is warm, comfortable clothing. I've hydrated, had some water. Really just taking care of all of these things before you begin your practice, because they're often the things that sort of take us away, that annoying itch or uncomfortable bra strap. I'm thirsty. I'm too hot, I'm too cold. So set yourself up for success with your meditation practice. Take care of those things before you come into your seat. And know that they are taken care of, because your mind will try to trick you, right? You'll come into this seat and all sorts of little distractions your mind will throw at you to try and get you to move, to think, to process. That's the brain's job. But you can just gently sort of affirm or say to yourself, I am hydrated, I am comfortable, I am warm, and not really feel like you're lying to yourself, because you know I've already taken care of all of those things. This is just a distraction. Turn your hands up in your lap. Take a moment to settle into your breath by taking a deep inhale through your nose and an exhale out your mouth. Gently closing your eyes. Begin to picture two hearts in the center of each palm. They are any color you would like them to be. Perhaps they're just a classic red Valentine's heart. Or maybe they're purple, pink, blue, or an almost iridescent shimmering color. With each breath in that you take, it's as if you are filling up those two hearts, charging them almost. So see that light pulse or move or almost respond to your breath. Now, these two hearts can represent many things. In the meditation, we discussed how one heart was representative of your own, and the other heart was representative of someone that you love, but you're unable to be with. So that's one way you can do this meditation. Another way that you can do this meditation is almost a way of reconciling two parts of your personality. So we all know that self-love is very important and is vital, but we struggle with it. Perhaps there is a shadow side to ourself that we have a difficult time loving or accepting. So this meditation can be great for working with that energy. So you could picture one of the hearts, your actual physical heart, and all that that represents, the seat of love, compassion, empathy, life. But then the other heart could represent the shadow side, the shadow self. All of the things about yourself that you have a hard time accepting. Anything from your past, family issues, self-esteem, self-worth. It's a very personal practice. I can only give suggestions. Take a moment to look deep within yourself and acknowledge these things and make that your second heart. And that's what I will be choosing to work with for this meditation, myself personally. My physical heart, my shadow self heart. So shift your awareness to the shadow heart. Maybe even notice that it is a darker shade. This time, using your exhale, sending all of those aspects of yourself into that heart. Letting go of fear, self-doubt, anger, trauma, agitation, worry. Depression, anxiety, low self-esteem. Lovingly surrendering them on a soft but powerful exhale, letting them flow down your arm into that heart. Not because we're letting them go, not because we don't want them. They're part of us. We have to accept them. Lovingly exhale them into that heart, a safe space for them to rest, to be held, to be seen. Awareness now over to the other heart, representative of your physical heart in the center of your chest, moving the blood through your body, but also the metaphysical seat of love, empathy, and compassion. Using the effort, the awareness on the inhale here, sort of drawing in or calling upon that idea of love and empathy and compassion. And each breath you take, you see that heart, again, just gently pulse in whatever color your mind pictures. The hand that holds the shadow heart. Slowly begin to lift it up and gently place that shadow heart on top of your own. Take a moment here to acknowledge the fact that our shadow self is part of who we are. Our experiences make and shape us. They have a major influence on our life, on our choices. Pain and pleasure, joy and sorrow, light and dark. We cannot have one without the other. Sometimes the shadow self simply needs to be seen and held, like a crying child that just needs a hug. Take that moment here with your hand to your heart to breathe. And then the hand holding the representation of your physical heart. Place that over top. Almost like you were tucking a blanket over those shadow aspects. A blanket of love, compassion, and empathy. Not for others, for yourself. Can you hold yourself, shadow aspects and all, in a place of love, compassion, and empathy? Closing our practice here with a very short but very powerful affirmation practice. Full disclosure, this might seem a little strange at first, might make you feel a bit uncomfortable. It's part of that. It's part of the process, part of the experience. You may only want to do it once or twice, slowly working up to being comfortable saying these words with yourself. But it's simply to inhale, and as you exhale, say, I love you, I'm sorry. In case you're wondering why we're saying these things, it's to acknowledge the love that you hold for yourself, the good and the bad, the dark and the light, and to apologize for all the times that we have hid from that darkness, from that shadow, when perhaps it just needed a hug. So again, you breathe in and say, I love you, I'm sorry. You could do this 3 to 4 times before closing your practice. Perhaps you may want to say something like, I love you and I see you, or I love you and I hold you. Just something that acknowledges the work that you have done. I love you, I'm sorry. I love you, I see you. I love you, I hold you. Slowly lowering your arms and hands down. Inhale, reach your hands up overhead. Palms touch. Exhale, hands come down in front of your heart. Thank you for joining me in this simple 10-minute meditation on self-love and shadow work. Please let me know how it felt for you. And I encourage you to try and do this a few times during the week, 2 to 3 times a week, to see if you notice a difference. Maybe even journaling about what you experience after your practice.